Another drama that I wanted to talk about or go over because I haven't really seen it. I know Henry said it on Discord, but it's a whole Cardi B and Nicki Minaj drama, dude. What's going on there? I have not seen anything. What did you say, Little Uzi too? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't listen to Cardi like that. I do not listen to Cardi. Yo, thank you for the follow.
While all of us were sound asleep last night, these two were going back and forth on Twitter all fucking night. We need to talk about what happened. As of the last few days, Cardi B has been celebrating the success of her latest album, Am I the Drama? This was one of the screenshots that she posted to Instagram that says that she is the first female rapper in history to debut her first 2 albums, so in a row, on the Billboard 200 as the #1 album. This is another screenshot that she posted. It reiterates the same point and also states that she's the only female rapper in history to have all of her albums sell at least 200,000 copies the first week. Oh, and this was another one that she posted that she is.
Is there a debate, chat? I don't listen to Minaj or Cardi. I know there's a lot of, oh, I'm team fucking Minaj, I'm team Cardi, but what team are you guys? Let me know here in the chat or down in the comments below. What team are you? Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? Okay? Because I have not heard of Minaj in a minute. In a fucking minute. Team Nobody? All right, thank you. Very helpful.
The first female rapper in history to have 25 songs simultaneously charting in the top 200 on US Apple Music. It seems that Nicki did not take kindly to this as she started tweeting out some really shady stuff. Now the tweets I'm about to
she's mad. She's mad. Nicki is mad because she probably surpassed her, dude.
Show you, they're gonna be out of order only because Nicki has since deleted all of these tweets, so I was just grabbing from like the screenshots I could find online. Although I promise y'all, you're not losing any context that they're not in order. These are the tweets that I believe started it. Nicki Minaj tweets out $4.99 in reference to Cardi B's album selling for $4.99 right now. And she says ABCDEFG rap like Barney still ugly. And this is a clear reference to Cardi B's song Magnet, in which she says ABCDEFG, these bitches can't fuck with me. And that lyric is a direct shot at like the Barbs, who often say that Cardi B is an ABCDEFG rapper, meaning her rhymes are like super simple. There's no technical ability to her raps and her rhymes. She calls Cardi B Barney B and then again tweets out ABCDEFG and says Cardi B has a heavy tongue. She continues ABCDEFG, pregnant, play with his boy, you know what, which I think is in reference to these allegations against Stefan Diggs that have been floating around recently about him allegedly
oh yeah, that he was having something with a guy, some relationship, some shit like that. I don't know, obviously rumors, right? Rumors
saying a man. So I think that that's related to that. She also says ABCDEFG surgery to look like me, tell the rat and tell Jay-Z, Rico fraud and perjury. Here are some more tweets. In this image, she obviously like photoshopped Barney's body and face to like an actual image of Cardi B on the
I didn't know it went this far, bro. I didn't know it went this far.
Red carpet. In this one, she says raw dogging pregnant with the 4th baby, Barney B, BV, like bacterial vaginosis, HPV, allegedly. Nicki continues. She says ABCDEFG fallen off the charts with a big belly, running trains, barefoot, still smelly, still you could not outsell me. And she even tweets out ABCDEFG lied and said mom was Trini, obviously implying that Cardi B has lied about her mom being from Trinidad. Now Cardi B was not one to hold back. She tweeted this out and said,
why would she lie about that though? I feel like there's no reason to lie about where your parents are from. But I mean, people have done that shit. Okay.
Nah, because I was really baking ribs and making blondie brownies, and here come this bitch bothering me on a damn Monday. And then she posted this photo of Nicki Minaj's actual brother, his mugshot in a pink wig. Now, if you did not know, Nicki Minaj's brother is in jail right now for essaying his 12-year-old stepdaughter.
That's fucking crazy. And isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Isn't Nicki's husband involved with like essaying shit allegations too? Or something around those lines. And she's still dating him. I don't know. This might be old news.
His conviction and sentencing in 2020, Nicki Minaj had written a letter to the judge saying that her brother was patient, gentle, genuine. She also said that the allegations were false and he was still
essay at knife point is crazy. Wow.
Sentenced to 25 years to life. Oh, and it's been reported that allegedly Nicki Minaj also paid for all of his legal fees throughout the entire trial. Anyway, let's continue. Cardi B says ABCDEFG, your man has to snatch, you know what? She tweets out a lyric from her song Magnet that says, tastes like honeycomb, and then she says, your bro be touching 12-year-olds.
Damn.
She also tweets out, damn, she was streaming Magnet hard as hell, huh? Now Cardi B continues, she says, you must have missed me, huh, crazy? Now kiss my feet. She says, nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. And then she says, the power I have, make these bitches come out of rehab every time. Go to your fucking room. Now Nicki Minaj has been on a hiatus from social media for the last month, maybe like month and a half.
It is crazy that Cardi B made Nicki Minaj come back to social media. Like, bro, you were that jealous of Cardi's new fucking success right now with her album that you had to come back and talk shit. Like, bro, let's just put it this way. Once Cardi B gives birth, I say y'all box it out, bro. I say y'all box it out. And whoever wins, okay? Yeah, dude. Don't fucking bring shit up anymore.
She hasn't posted anything. This is the first time she comes back to social media in all these weeks. So I think Cardi's insinuating here that she's been away at rehab. And she also says, white powdery substance Barbie. Now Cardi B continues and says, why do you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag that you think it is. You've been in the game like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake, those are the numbers you need to be competing with, and you can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. What the fuck is you comparing yourself to me for?
Clock it.
Then Cardi B ends it. She says, all right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all them perks scrambling your eggs. Not allegedly. Lord protect my babies. And that is just wild. I also wonder, how the fuck does Cardi B have everyone's tea like this? Because she was just talking about JT having abortions. Like, how does she have everybody's tea?
Bro, Cardi got connections, bro. Cardi got connections, dog.
Now, Nicki did leave a couple tweets up, and this is one of them. It's a photo of an eagle. Now, what I gathered from some of the responses is that she's kind of hitting back at Cardi B. Her album cover is like her with a bunch of crows. And according to some of these responses, eagles and crows have a very like sort of interesting dynamic where crows will try to defend their territory and provoke reactions from eagles by jumping on their back and like pecking at their neck. And instead of fighting back, the eagle will often just like soar higher into the sky. Like they'll fly higher, which causes the crow to fall off. Also, I think Nicki is implying that there's a little bit of a hierarchy here. We know eagles are super powerful, deadly predators, and crows are scavengers. They're a little bit more opportunistic, and they'll eat out of a garbage can if they have to. And this was another tweet that she left up. This was a repost from someone else where she says, despite false reports, Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper to have an album cross 200,000 units. First,
Obsidian has a point, but who actually fell off? Yeah.
First week this decade. At this point, I don't even know who's telling the truth. Now, one other thing that caught a little bit of attention that people were laughing about was JT inserting herself into the conversation. At one point, she tweets out, that bitch, she's talking about Cardi B, home ugly and mad, no celebration. I would have been breakdancing right now if I was number one, but she knows she lied. And a lot of people were just quoting the fact that she's like, if I was number one, they're like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why people bring up fucking kids, dude, into their beef on social media. I've always said this. If you have beef with someone, fucking just have beef with them. Don't bring anyone up. But I don't know. They like to go low, I guess.
That's obviously never going to happen. You wouldn't know. But that's everything I have on this beef so far. I do wonder if the girlies are going to keep going back and forth or not. And also, next up, I'm going to post the leaked audio clip of Cardi B on the phone with Ice Spice's manager threatening to beat the shit out of her. And calling Lotto a pussy. Like, we're going to talk about all of that in my next video, so stay tuned.
Okay, where's that fucking leak? Is it this one?
If you did not think that the beef between these two was going to get worse, oh, it just got 10 times worse. See, I was about to go to bed, and here comes Nicki Minaj tweeting out,
I'm sorry, but Cardi B's better look. I'm sorry. Don't fucking shoot the messenger, dude.
Honestly, probably one of the craziest tweets I've ever seen in my life. She drags Cardi B. We need to talk about what was said. Now, earlier today, after everything that went on with Cardi B overnight, Nicki actually got back on Twitter and asked the Barbs to stop tweeting in honor of her son's birthday, because if you did not know, today is her son's birthday. Nicki Minaj tweets out, "Is I'm the Barney B, and the flop is I'm lying about fertility when the queen has never once seen or spoken to a fertility doctor in her life. Is I'm the one sleeping with Trade while hubby's fucking Sweetie and taking my big gooey hole for alimony."
Huh?
Let's continue. "Is I'm going to be sued when the queen shows her medical records to the courts? On Rock Bottom Nation, we win again. Desiree, I have your medical records too. The lawyers said we're going to have Barney B homeless within 36 months. Praise God. Lucky we eating cake right now. Barney B, I know you don't know this, but some women plan their pregnancies, you dirty Heineken pussy twat."
Not the Heineken.
"We don't let men fuck us while we're pregnant for the next Trade who got 4 other people pregnant. You see, the devil has come to collect. You sold your soul. You made a pact, but you lost. Now hear this. You have been neutralized in the mighty name of Jesus. Every word you speak on me or..."
Like, there's no one that sees this and is on Nicki's side, right? I feel like the fucking the Barbs, is that what they call themselves? Only them, but like, bro, come on. She sounds a little cuckoo. Bro, she just came out of nowhere talking shit.
"Mine will now curse your enablers more than your dizzy brain could ever fathom. I was pregnant for my first love, got married, and the next year got pregnant for my soulmate on purpose. You see, Barney, we planned it. Your medical records in the strip club to now look embarrassed."
Wait, who's more crazier? Who has crazier fans? Nicki Minaj or Wendy Ortiz, dude? Hey, someone wrote that in the comments, dude. I don't know. Probably Nicki Minaj. Bro.
And your father, well, anyway. "You are about to shrivel up and die inside. You called black women monkeys and roaches. Now one day people will call your daughters monkeys and roaches. Anyway, I used double the protection in every relationship until I was ready. See the difference between a hoe and the queen." Lord, I had to read that tweet like 3 times to really just let it all sink in. Nicki also tweets out, "Barney B, tell them how you've been getting seizures from the knot. Oh, bitch, tomorrow." Now, the knot that Nicki is talking about is a knot from the Harper's Bazaar incident, which, if y'all remember, was the time that Cardi B threw the shoe at Nicki Minaj and was trying to get at her for speaking about her children. Nicki was surrounded by her team and by security, and so in the scuffle of everything, Cardi B ended up walking out with this knot. Now, the "oh bitch tomorrow" part, I'm assuming Nicki's just gonna drop more receipts or more information tomorrow. Now, Cardi B did not hold back. She said, "Girl, it's your son's birthday. Why are you on Twitter dedicating essays to me? For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese." Then Cardi B tweets out a photo of the Harper's Bazaar incident and says, "When have I ever had a seizure? You're the one that went on that award show saying you didn't want to call 911 after you were shaking from that substance OD, talking about a knot. Miss, I'm standing right here." Then Cardi says, like, "Damn, how are you pressed over an album you didn't get hit in or mentioned in? Bitch, feelings hurt because I am..."
Exactly. Like, I understand Nicki Minaj responding to Cardi's album if she got mentioned, but did she ever mention her? Cardi says no. Like, bro, what the fuck? You just came out of the blue and say, you know what, fuck Cardi.
No attention. You haven't even cut your fucking kid's cake. My God, it's 6 o'clock in LA. You must have took your first line of the day. Cardi B hits back again and says, "And let me tell you something. Let this be the last time you mention my kids before I spill the tea on yours while you're talking about ABCs. You're gonna leave me the fuck alone today, ho. I'm sick of you, bitch." Now, if y'all remember from the Nicki tweet, she also mentioned Cardi B's dad right here. And this is mainly about some screenshots that the Barbs have been spreading, especially today. About
okay, you fucking Barbs are stupid, bro. How y'all gonna go for Cardi B's dad when your fucking idol, when your fucking everything, Nicki Minaj, is married to a PDF? Like, y'all don't fucking think?
Cardi B's dad, where they're saying that he's a convicted R-worder. Now, granted, there is someone on record by the name Carlos Almanzar who
and her brother too, let's not forget.
Is a convicted offender. However, if you're Hispanic, the last name Almanzar is very common, and so is the name Carlos. It could be anybody. Plus, it says that he was released from jail in 1993. after being convicted, and Cardi B was born in 1992, so it's been proven false. Anyway, Cardi B in response to that says, wait, bring that ass here. You're talking about my father. My father's never been to jail a day in his life. Go get a detective and tell them to run them records. Don't put them dirty ass allegations from your bloodline on mine. Your daddy was a crackhead and your brother was R-wording his stepchild.
Yeah,
you got medical records on me? Post them, bitch. You won't leave me the fuck alone today. At this point, I'm gonna need one of y'all to stop participating in this back and forth, stop the endless like threatening, going back and forth, and just drop the fucking receipts. Stop threatening to do it and just do it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. If anything else happens, I'll make sure.
All right, there's one more video. I'm looking for the leaks.
The fighting between
the leaks, bro. But shout to Clemmy or Kimberly. Shout out Kimberly for having this, bro.
The fighting between these two has reached the point of no return, and at this point, I'm overstimulated. I feel like I can't keep up. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, which is just the tweets that happened overnight, like today. If you don't...
Bro, I just read it. They're coming for each other's kid. Come on, dog. Come on.
Have context and don't know about the tweets prior to that, you can go into my playlist and watch my earlier like 2-3 videos about them because I can't give you a full recap. They've been fighting for like 2.5 days. It's too many tweets to go through. All right, so last night, Nicki continues. She tweets out Barney B and Culture Vulture. That's the first tweet down there. Now, y'all know that Culture is Cardi B's oldest daughter. She also tweets out this photo and says, not today. And then she comes for Culture again. She says, Culture Vulture, you ugly too. Now,
that's the Nicki. That is. So I'm assuming Nicki started the whole talking shit about kids. Come on, bruh. Nicki, you too grown for that shit, dude.
Culture is 7 years old. That's fucked up. And look, I'm not trying to say Cardi B didn't come for Papa Bear either, because she did. We're going to see that in the next few tweets. But Nicki started it. She started it first, and this child is 7 years old. That's going to live on the internet forever. Nicki continues. She says, do something. We in New York, heavy on it. She says, album flopped, never won in a fight.
How did the album flop if you're over here mad about it? Make it make sense, Nicki.
Thank you in your own gang. Shut the fuck up. Come fight. Sympathy baby couldn't pull 228,000. Abort mission. And so she's implying that Cardi B got pregnant as a way to promote her album. I think it's funny because people also say that Cardi B gets pregnant as a way to not work and not drop an album. So which one is it? She then continues talking about Cardi B's leaked audio, the one of the phone call between her and Ice Spice's manager, where she's threatening to beat up Ice Spice. She's alleging that Cardi B is the one that leaked it. And I know I still owe y'all the breakdown of that video, so we're going to talk about it after this one. Then she continues, Culture a vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid not to see once Wendy ate that crow what happened. They played you to do that hex to yourself, you flop-ass heavy tongue hoe. And what she's talking about is in 2014, Wendy Williams did actually eat like crow gumbo on her show. Yeah. This was live. And this was because she bet that Kim and Kanye would not last past 72 days. So basically, she's just implying that after Wendy...
Oh, that's what Wendy gets, bro. That's what she fucking gets. Clap and she should suffer, dude. Oh, fuck.
Williams ate this crow. She cursed herself and her life went downhill. We know that for the last few years, Wendy Williams has been struggling with her physical and mental health. And so she's saying that Cardi B's doing the same thing. Nicki continues. She calls her Cokie B. She says, please don't sniff a white powdery substance with baby 4/5. Nicki continues. She says, Culture, you a roach and a monkey like your sister. She says, Barney dangerous. Bodega Barney, what up? Your sister can get that chest caved in if you pregnant with another monkey or roach right now for entertainment purposes only. So she's just saying if Cardi can't fight because she's pregnant, then surely Hennessy can fight on her behalf. Then she starts talking about Roc Nation again, and she's telling them, I promise you, tell that dizzy hoe to stand down. I promise you. She says, wear the roach spray. I'ma spray it in that bitch disease-riddled mouth. Bunch of different rum stains on the new roach for entertainment purposes only. Nicki Minaj comes for Jay-Z again. She says, Jay-Z, take off that fucking lace front. This tweet is actually hilarious. But
Jay-Z's over here like, yo, what the fuck did I do? What the fuck?
Then again, completely irrelevant. And then up here she says Barney and Bailey. And she's talking about like Cardi B and Hennessy, but she's calling Hennessy Bailey's. Nicki then drops a hot, spicy tweet. She says, Barney B had the whole label fly out to Cali to beg me to do a joint tour and album with her. I don't want to have to drop that recorded call. Then she says, that's why all the sabotage on
Yeah, that call was probably in the beginning when fucking Cardi started, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Nicki Minaj is up there. You want to collab with her because, you know, maybe girl's girl. Who knows? But like I said, there's no such thing as girl's girl. Yeah, it's probably old as shit, bro. Probably old.
tour. So she's alleging that people were sabotaging her tour because she didn't want to do a joint album and a tour with Cardi B. She says, drop the receipts, dumb bitch. You costing them millions with your $4 album and $5 coupon. I'm not sure what this tweet was that she like quote retweeted, but she quote retweeted it and then added, she's so stupid. Find me, bitch. Remember y'all called the cops on us last time, made them tell us we had to leave New York because you and your man was afraid for y'all's lives? Nah, ho. Drop the receipts, Barney B. You'll be eating out of the garbage cans of the Bronx in the name of Jesus soon.
Damn.
And again, right here,
in the name of Jesus is crazy. Leave Jesus out of this too, bro.
Referring to when Kenneth Petty went on Instagram to threaten Offset publicly, and then he was rearrested and he had to go on house arrest. She's alleging that Cardi and Offset were the ones to call the police on them, and Cardi and Offset have always said that they never called the cops on them. Nicki also tweeted out this AI generated image of Jay-Z in a pink wig. And ever since Bigfoot, like, Nicki's AI bots clocked in and they never clocked back out because she uses AI images all the time. Well, let's talk about Cardi's responses. She says, bitch, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful. You know that. Your hate is so deep, dark, and nasty because your son is nonverbal because you fucked him up with them substances.
Okay, Cardi. Listen. You need to add off all that, dude. Yeah, you didn't even have to fucking bring up the son, bro. What the fuck?
So you jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. Bitch, where the fuck you at? Stop talking. Then she says, trying to call me out to fight because I'm pregnant as fuck. You never have that energy when I see you in person. I seen you at 2 Met Galas and you never have that energy. But where the fuck you at? She says, my people are outside right now. Where the fuck y'all at? And then in this tweet, she goes real Dear Adonis on Papa Bear. And she says, Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak and banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the substances down. I'm sorry your mom's not even paying attention to you on your own birthday because she's such an obsessed and dark-spirited hating hoe. I'm so sorry. Cardi B also says, drop the addy right now and don't go tagging the feds and the police like you did 3 months ago. Cardi continues, she says, you said fuck Vulture. What? Bitch, fuck that slow-ass son that came out of your...
Cardi. Listen, Cardi should have just been the bigger person and not say shit about her son. Way. Fuck. But I know, man, listen, I don't know. I hope I'm never in that situation. I personally would never bring up kids. But fuck, Cardi... se pasó de verga con este pinche tweet, dude. Oh shit, gloves came out. Yeah, dude. She said, "Fuck this motherfucker, bitch ass whole motherfucker, dude."
You was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant, and look at your karma. Look what your rotten produced. And now he's a whole 5-year-old tippy-toeing around the house and can't spell his name. Yikes. Cardi continues, she says, you lying funky feet bitch, nobody called the cops on you. Your dumbass bum-ass man went online talking shit and doing threats while he was on probation, dummy. You was talking tough, now you talking about find us. Drop the addy.
Demari said, I was on Cardi's side till I saw that. Yeah, I know how you feel, dude. Know how you feel, but hey, I mean, bro... You have Nicki Minaj talking all this shit too about her sons, about her kids, sorry. And I don't know, dude. I guess everything goes, man. Everything goes, bro. But fuck, none of them should have brought up kids, bro. None of them. Yeah, Nicki started it. Nicki started with the whole kid situation. So I mean, like Joe said, gloves off. I don't know, but it's still wrong. It's still wrong. Both from both sides, okay, to talk about kids. But yes, I do agree. Cardi went a little too fucking hard.
You fake tough bitch. It continues. Cardi B says, bitch, you want to talk about $4.99? You sold both your albums for $5, you dumb hoe. You was even selling poster and keychain bundles for your Queen album, you fucking dummy. And you know I never been a bitch to cop please. That was your friend Nitty hitting up Tubby to go on a fucking joint tour after he got out of jail. I never got on a phone call with none of y'all asses. Bitch, you wish. And look how you be talking about Rock Nation, you ungrateful bitch, when they let you offer 3 months of Tidal just so they could buy your album. And so she includes screenshots of Nicki's albums directly from her website that show the albums being sold for $5, as well as an article that says that she's selling a $5 bundle that includes a poster, the album, and a free Tidal trial, which, if you know, Tidal is like a Jay-Z streaming service. Cardi continues, she says, bitch, you've been having rum stains in your mouth since you was a minor because your daddy used to be inappropriate with you, bitch. Tell the world that's why you wake up so fucking miserable, because you hurt and full of trauma and trying to apply it to everybody else. And why the fuck you keep bringing up Rock Nation? I'm not signed to them, you delusional, paranoid, white powdery substance sniffing bitch. And finally, Cardi B says, but stop all this talking. Where you at? You said you was gonna cave my sister's chest in. We're checking our DMs and ain't seen it yet. Everybody up and waiting. Drop the addy right now, ho. And since then, Nicki outright stopped responding. I feel like at this point, they're just playing this crazy game of tug of war where Nicki Minaj is like baiting Cardi into going on these like explosive rants and into reacting this way. And then when Cardi B's like, okay, drop the addy, where are you? Nicki just stops responding, which is what she did the night before as well. Anyway, this shit is wild. At this point, I need y'all to postpone the beef until Cardi B gives...
Yeah, dude, listen. The only reason why, like some of y'all said, why Nicki Minaj said let's fight is because Cardi's pregnant. I don't think if she was actually... I don't think if Cardi was not pregnant, I should say, Nicki wouldn't be saying this. But I don't know. I feel like for entertainment purposes, like I said, I'm being dead ass. Someone could make millions of dollars if fucking... they get celebrities that don't like each other and they fight, bro. Like, it could be, you know what? Let's just say UFC type fight. Anything goes except for, you know, obviously hitting private areas and whatnot. But, like, bro, anything goes. Like, people would pay that shit. Like, imagine Cardi versus Nicki, bro. Imagine fucking... Who else? Who else don't like each other, bro? I don't know. Drake versus Kendrick. Imagine that, bro. I honestly would pay to watch that shit.